Hey y'all, how are you? I'm hoping everybody's good and life is treating you well. Um, we are going to color in my Johanna Bassford calendar for January. It's almost over and I haven't done it yet, so we want to get this done. And it's kind of huge. Moving it around a lot. I'll say sorry now because, yeah, it's pretty big. I'm using my sheer carbons because they were out and I didn't want to change. So we're going to see how they do. This is pretty smooth. Kind of feels like a calendar paper. So we're going to see how that goes. We're battling sinus issues over here. My husband gets chronic sinuses because of his inhaler that he takes. That's one of the side effects. His chronic sinus issues. So, it's not like he can stop taking it. We just got to find a good balance in between that and something that he can take to be able to breathe out his nose. Because, right now he is just, plugged to the point where you couldn't, if he unplugged himself right now, he would be extremely full. Hang on one second, guys. I'm going to mute just 1 minute. Sorry, you guys. It was one of my kids. And when they call, that kind of trumps anything. So they were telling me towards the end of the call that they made they called it a meatloaf, but I call it a burger roll. But they flattened out some burger and put some Munster cheese in it, some spinach, fresh spinach, some red and yellow bell peppers, and spices and stuff. And then they rolled it all up and put ketchup and I think they said Worcestershire sauce on top. I don't know. I can't remember. And they said it was the best thing they've eaten in like a long time. Oh, and they put onion in it too. I don't know. They did it kind of quick because I told them I wasn't alive. So, but yep, they were just calling to check in. Hadn't heard from them in a little bit. I said, that figures. You had to call me when I just started live. Oh, well, I said, don't worry about it. I said, let me call you back, though. So I'll call them back when they get off of here. They didn't want nothing important. They were just checking in. So I heard from both of my children today, plus my grandchild. So that was very cool. I always like to hear from my kids. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of winging it. Before I come on, I kind of straightened up just a tad bit because, man, it was a mess in here. It still is, but it was messier. It's one of those rooms that it's my art room, but it also kind of, it's kind of the catch-all room. When you get something new or, like Christmas time, I put all the presents in here and wrap them all. And so, lazy me, it's almost February. I put the wrapping paper and the bows and stuff in here. And they were still sitting in here. They needed to be put away. So we got that put away and picked up some stuff and threw away some stuff. So yeah, it's getting there. We just gotta dust. I vacuumed the other day, but it could use it again because, I sit here and I broke my own rule is what I've done. What is feeling something on here? Oh, that's what it is. I don't usually have food and drink in here. and especially food. But through the holidays, I kind of broke my own rules. So, I got Hershey Kiss wraps, and um, Hershey's Kisses, just things left over from the holidays sitting in here. And need to get off my behind and get things put back and the house freshened up. Just get it done. It's one of those rooms, though, you can, oh my God, somebody's at the door, and shove your blankets off the couch and stuff in here and whatever else, and just shut the door, and nobody knows the wiser. So, I can't, sit in my chair, my recliner, or, stretch out on my couch, or even sit on my couch without a blanket. I just can't. I'm always cold. And now that I'm on blood thinners because of my heart attack, I'm always really cold. So I've always got a blanket, and I don't like it sitting out when I've got company. One, because it's like a big, bulky, it's like a comforter from my bed type of blanket. So I like just kind of get it out of the way, so it either goes in my bedroom or it comes in here and I shut the door. Two reasons. I think it just makes it look kind of raspy in the living room. And two, I don't want nobody else using my blankets. I've seen people bring their kids over, and if you got a blanket sitting on the couch, which I've always got blankets on the backs of my chairs, on the backs of my couches, just like little throws, not like the blanket I use. But they'll pull one off and they'll cover up with it, and then they'll start putting it by their mouths or up by their noses, and it's like, ugh. So I don't want you putting that kind of my stuff doing that. No. My throws, when you leave, I can just pick it up and throw it in the wash and be done. My blanket, I gotta wait until it's washed and dried before I can use it again. And that makes me an unhappy camper. I have two big blankets. While one is washing and drying, I use the other. I'm never without my blankets. Unless I'm in here. But then I still have I have blankets for in here and only in here. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of weird, but what are you going to do? My son bought me two of those blankets, the one that's in here and it's got a mom saying on it, and that hangs on the back of this chair that I'm in now. And when I'm in here and I get cold, I cover up with it. And then the big one that I use in my living room, he got me, oh goodness, probably, I want to say at least 15, 16 years ago. So this Christmas, he actually bought a comforter set for our bed, but it's got that like white fur on the inside of it. Oh, it's so warm. It feels thin, but it's not. It's warm. I don't know what this thing is made out of, but it's warm. And if I put it here, I'll actually just show you. Okay, so the outside of it is this. Isn't it pretty? It's like a green and blue plaid. It came in a bag, and the inside is this. It's so soft. So, if I put that on our bed, and my husband covers up with it, he's gonna be sweating so bad. So, I just was cold the other night, and my other one was getting ready to go in the washer. So I just grabbed that one and covered up with it. And now that one is now my new blanket, because I'm not giving that one up. No, sorry. At night when we're laying there watching TV, watching a movie or something, cover up with that, and oh man, it's so nice. In the morning when you get that, I got a sticker on the back of this page, so you get that line. It's the Amazon thing that says who it's from, and this was a gift from Miss Angela. So I put that on the inside of the calendar. Anyways, I don't know what started on to talk about the blankets, but you guys got a rundown on my blanket situation. Bet you're happy about that, huh? All right. I'm just going to go over this, see if we can get one more layer out of this. If the tooth will take it. darken the highlights or darken the shading up just a little. Try to blend it in a little better. I don't like the lines. I might have to use my blender pencil. I don't think we're going to get, well, maybe. So I don't know, we might do gel sticks on the background. I was watching View's channel the other night or the other day, and Miss Foxy Colorist, and they both was showing. They made a cloud stencil, and they did the clouds on their background, and it looked really cool. So I don't know. I was thinking about trying it in this. I'm not sure if I have to make a stencil or if I already have one. I'll have to look. But yeah, they just made it out of like construction paper, which, you know, isn't hard to do. Just cut a shape of a cloud. There you go. Yeah, View was showing hers. I can't remember if it was this morning or yesterday. But man, they came out really pretty looking. That woman's got some hidden talents. I think everybody on ColorTube does, though. You know, it's coloring is just, it's not an art. It's what you feel, if that makes any sense. It's a feeling, not a talent. I mean, I'm sure talent plays in there somewhere to an extent. But for me, it's a feeling I get when I put down color on a piece of paper. It doesn't matter what it looks like to everybody else. It just matters what it looks like to me. And to me, color looks beautiful. No matter who puts it down or how you put it down, or yeah, some people have, like, major art talent and can make an ugly picture look like a Rembrandt, but I'm not one of those people. But I do enjoy, really enjoy coloring. And to me, they need to come up with a different word. Hi, Miss Angela. Oh, okay. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. That's old age. Yep. All right, let's see if I can bring this dark out just a bit and get rid of those lines. Since this is really smooth paper, I'm not pushing real hard on the blender pencil because there's hardly any tooth to mash it down in. So all I'm going to do is start taking up color, because eventually this will erase the color that is on your page if you keep using it. It's like made out of eraser stuff anyways. At least it feels that way. I shouldn't say it is. It feels, acts, and looks like the eraser on a pencil. If you can hear my husband, he's talking to the dog. They're playing catch in the living room. My poor husband, the dog won't leave him alone, and he's feeling like crap. But, they're kind of like kids. They don't know when you're sick. All they know is I want to play, and they're going to keep bugging you until you do. Okay, now that to me looks pretty. Okay, let's see. I want to do the leaves. I want to do those. I do them in Yeah, we'll do that. All right, what did I just use? Shoot. Sorry. Let me use that one. Okay. Let me sharpen this one. Okay. Oh, my paper. All right, I'm going to go in with my lightest color and just put a light layer down. So the other day I told you all that I had bought some books and all that stuff, and then I come back on and said I canceled them, blah, blah, blah. Well, the other day I've been seeing people with those, Ohuhu has come out with some pencils or something. So I kept seeing people with them. All right, we're going to come in with the dark color now, and we're going to go right down the middle and with the little lines. And then I'm going to come up here because there's going to be some shade. And over here. So I went and looked to see and figured I'd at least check them out. And, of course, they're still kind of new, so they're not at Amazon yet, which is fine with me because I actually went over to Ohuhu and looked at them, and they're like $50. So, yeah, not in my budget this right now. So when I was over on Amazon, of course, y'all know me. I can't say no to stuff that I want. And I've been eyeballing these Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils. They have the 50 count and they have the 100 count. Now, normally, I would get the biggest because, that's just kind of full set syndrome type of thing. But, yeah, I just can't afford to do that right now. The 100 count is like $70. And that's not bad for 100 pencils, but for me right now, it is. So, anyways, they had the 50 count on sale. Yeah, it's always those damn sales that get me every time. For Bye, honey, love you. For $22, I think it is. And I thought, well, what's that, like 16 cents a pencil or something? If that. So, it's $22. Well, then, you got to have over 35 to get free shipping. Which, is sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. Just depends. Well, then, I've also been wanting these rainbow crayon or rainbow pencils is what they're called. They're like a tritone. Now, grant you, I have Kohinoor tritones, which are probably the best ones you can get. But these look really cool. So, and they were 12 for $6.99. So I got those. And then I got this really cool book. It was like $7.99. Anyways, it's like I spent money and I shouldn't have, but I did. And I mean, it's not like I can't. I just didn't want to. I have no willpower where it comes to art supplies. Or coloring supplies, I should say. None whatsoever. So those are supposed to be here on Sunday. Yeah, because I don't have Prime, because I canceled it after the holidays. It takes longer now for stuff to get here, which is really absolutely stupid. I can see giving discounts because you get Prime or whatever, but making shipping take longer, that's just dumb. If you pay $6.99, it'll be there tomorrow. If you don't, we don't know when it'll be there. Which that just, kind of doesn't make me a real happy camper. It's kind of like saying, give me your money or you don't get your package. Even though you already paid for it. If you're not rich, then you might get your package sometime this year. But if you're rich, it'll be there tomorrow. Now I like those leaves. Those look good. I think Miss Ange is having difficulty today. I hope she didn't take it as, me being pissy or anything. I'm just, I don't know. Not blah, but kind of blah. Does that make any sense? No, not usually, but that's just how it is. Okay. Now we're going to do an ordinary leaf that I normally do. And So I'm going to do 3 different green elements on here, all using the same colors. And then all coming out different. Hi, Lori. How are you? Good, I hope. It's been a long time. So today, I think, is like the first day we have not had and I'm exaggerating when I say this, you guys, but like hurricane winds. It's been extremely, extremely windy here. I think it was night before last. It was just freaking our dog out because, it was like making the house creak and crinkle and all kinds of noises outside. Like most of my property is all trees. And you'd hear, the crackle of the trees. Hi, Amy. How are you? I do remember. Yep. If I remember correctly, I think you're on the opposite side of the state. Okay. Down by. Okay, are you towards Grand Rapids or are you towards Waterford, Rochester, Pontiac area? Well, I'm glad you're relaxing and thank you for coming over. It's always a pleasure to have you guys over here watching me color. Now we just got to get you on here coloring with me. Okay, that's what I thought. Yep. Yeah, see, you're at like towards the bottom of the thumb. Where I'm at the tip. Oh, sorry. You're like, no, you're here. You're over here, and I'm up here. Yep. My mother-in-law lives down by you. I was just down there a couple weeks ago. Well, all right, let me take that back. I lied. I was down there the day after Christmas. My husband was down there a week and a half ago because I hate that drive. I do, especially in the wintertime. Especially in the wintertime. It sucks. Okay, so I want to do. Well, thank you for telling people about my channel. Thank you, Amy, so much. So I want to do these okay, spit it out, Kim. Find your word. The branches that hang down, I want to do them the same color as the flowers. So I'm thinking, okay, so I'm not thinking, I can't, I don't know what color I want to do the flowers. Okay, that's a purple. I don't want to do purple. Okay. So since I don't know what color I want to do the flowers, excuse me. So we're gonna just kind of do the rocks or whatever this is. Piece of earth. That's what it looks like to me. So I'm just gonna outline stuff right now. And then I will bring in the lightest color and do the first layer. I'm just highlighting the stuff that I might put a shadow around. Because, I mean, if we put a shadow around everything that was on this page, we'd have nothing but shadows that we were covering. And I think it would look like too much. Just my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to take she stopped coloring for a while, and she was doing the doll thing, the reborns or whatever they're called. I don't remember. And then she stopped doing that and came back on and had some health issues, which again, it's I'm not gonna say, it's not my story to tell. So but she made a couple videos after that, and then we didn't see her. I didn't see her anymore. So I'm thinking, and her dad and mom always had some issues. I know her son moved out and got his own place. Which I'm sure she was, happy for. He's got to start his own life type of thing, but it probably put a lot of more responsibility on her because, he used to help out a lot. So I don't know. I have her number and I really should. I've been thinking about calling her, but it's been so long. She'd probably go, excuse me, but why are you calling me? And I just kind of don't want to do that. So I had one person mention this to me, and I keep forgetting to do it. But I keep forgetting to say which pencil. I know I told everybody I'm using sheer Farbens. But if you want to know the colors, just say something in chat or leave it in the comments and I'll answer you back. Right. Yeah, sometimes it's feels a little awkward. It probably shouldn't, friends are friends and be friends forever, but I get it. Yeah, she had a lot of life changes physically just for herself. Again, it's not my story to tell, so but she had a pretty scary health issue. And I'm not sure if her channel's still up or if she completely took it right down. I don't know. But knowing Anne, she probably took the whole thing down. She didn't do things half-assed, it was always all or nothing. But I know she did do a video explaining what had happened when she could. Completely gone. Yeah, that don't surprise me. She did that once before and completely erased all her videos, like years and years of videos. They were just gone. Like, whoa, what'd you do that for? It's like, I've been watching you for years and still haven't gotten through all of them. Nope, she said she quit coloring, and she packed everything she had for coloring supplies in her trunk of her car, put it online, and gave it to some girl that was interested in it. She didn't even sell it. She just gave it away. Everything. Books, markers, pencils, everything. That all went. I'm like, I about cried. Yeah. Yep. But like I said, it could have been I know she was having, and I don't know if this was a side effect or not, I don't know, but I know she was having trouble with her eyes. It was getting hard for her to see her coloring stuff, because she had actually come back and started coloring again, but she didn't have room to, one, put it in her room because she had all the fish tanks and everything. And she never did nothing small. It was, like I said, go big or go home. And so yeah, she had gotten into fish too, and so she had a bunch of fish tanks in her bedroom. And so when she started coloring again, she didn't have room for her coloring supplies or her place to film, so she was doing it in the dining room. And I think it just got to be too much between everything that she had going on in her life and her parents and everything. I think it just became one thing that she could control and say, all right, I'm done and I can't do no more. Oh, Amy, she was so funny. That girl was hilarious. She had a personality to beat all, and she got along with everybody, whether you liked her or not, or whether she liked you or not. Didn't matter. You come to her channel, she welcomed you with open arms. And she always put on a good vibe. Always. I'm kind of stretched for things to talk about. I'm not much of a. If I'm in person with you, I'll talk your head off all day long. I can always find something to talk about. But on here, it's it's kind of weird. It's almost, I know I'm talking to you guys, but I'm also sitting here in my room by myself, talking away, and you're like, all right, are you nuts? Who are you talking to? If somebody came in here and opened my door and didn't know what I was doing, they'd probably 5150 me. Going, this woman is nuts. She's in there talking to herself. Yeah, Judge, we actually seen her. She was just talking away. I wish we could play like the radio or something in the background, but that's all right. All right, I gotta stop messing with this because if I keep messing with it, it's not gonna. So that's not what I wanted. Okay, did that do? Well, that did a little bit. I'm trying to lighten this spot up a little, and it's giving me a little bit of a hard time. But, you know, when I'm done, there is always a podcast. But no, it doesn't look too bad. It don't look too bad. Aw, thank you so much. I've been told by some of the best ones. Yeah, my channel's not that great. But you know, I'm not doing it for notoriety. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not monetized. I'm not even close to being monetized. I'm just doing it to have one, company while I color, and two, to talk to some of the friends that I've made while I've been on here. And make new friends. You know, that's what it's all about. Spread the word. Color, color, color. So this isn't too bad. Like I said, this is the Johanna Basford calendar. And these are, like I said, this year Farben pencils. So they actually work kind of good on this because this actually feels just like, you know, calendar paper. So I was kind of surprised. I'm not fighting them. I'm not having to push real hard, or they're going down real nice. I'm just kind of, I wish the ones that I ordered would get here because I'm dying to see what those are like. I'm really hoping. I haven't been having good luck buying pencils because the last two sets I bought, I haven't really cared for. So it kind of detoured me for a minute there of buying pencils. But, you know, I'm sure they will work. I just haven't found the right book. So once I find the right book to use them in, then I'm sure they will be nice pencils. But I'm hoping these are Faber-Castell pencils coming. Grant you, they're not, you know, real high end, but they're still Faber-Castell. You would think, just by the name alone, they would be good pencils. I've only seen one person use them. If I searched it here on YouTube, I'm sure I'd find more, but Yeah, kind of haven't. Because just because they say they're good doesn't mean that I like them. You know what I mean? It's everybody's different. You don't know if you like them until you get them. As I say, I can recommend stuff, but doesn't mean y'all like it. Yeah, the Faber-Castell Black edition. Yep. I got the 50 set. It was on sale for $22. I think it was regular $39. I think. So I've been eyeballing them for quite a while. And I finally bit the bullet the other day and got them. I haven't had any like new supplies in a little bit. So. I was going to pull out the book that you got me years and years ago, Miss Lori. Do you remember what that was? Oh, hold on. I'll grab it. Let me finish this up. I still treasure that book. That was the first ever Happy Meal that I ever got. That book made me cry. Nope. Nope. Do you remember that? Yeah. When I was doing markers, colored in it, just not a whole lot because I don't want to use up all the pictures. Yep. A lot of glitter. A lot of glitter. Yep. Yep, I even kept a little note. "2018." I love that book. You should see my collection now. What a few years difference. What a few years makes. What a difference a few years make. Holy shit. I really know how to talk, you guys. I really do. So I had a heart attack back in July. And at least that's what they're telling me anyway. I don't know. But anyways, whatever it was, They say heart attack. I guess I gotta believe them. I got no other thing to state that it wasn't, right? But they got me on this medication, and I don't know what it is, but my words come out so twisted. It's like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? December of 2018. Long time ago. Was you here? Yep. I don't know if you remember, but yeah, my daughter's got MS. Was you here when we lost our niece back in 2020? I can't remember if we were still talking or not. Again, a medicine thing. Okay, so you living in Michigan, I'm sure you heard about it. It was actually a nationwide thing. She was the young lady that in 2020 had drowned in Lake Michigan. They hadn't found her yet, and they had been out looking for her. It was on New Year's Day, the little 16-year-old girl. It was, all over the place. Her name was Eliza. Yep, that was our little girl. She got swept off the pier by a 12-foot wave. Now you wouldn't think that that's a big wave, but when you're on a pier that doesn't have any handrails or anything, 12-foot wave is pretty big when it hits. And Lake Michigan has some pretty nasty shit. My daughter is doing good. She's, the mother of a teenager, a teenage girl at that. Still holding down a full-time job. She's my hero. Sometimes I'm not sure how she does it, but she does. They changed her infusion, and it gave her an upper respiratory infection. And she's been walking around thinking, no, this is just her, she doesn't like doctors, and she doesn't think she should have to go to a doctor. You know, she can cure it herself. So she's been walking around thinking it's sinuses, and it's not. It's an upper respiratory infection. So I just had to yell at her and tell her she hasn't graduated med school, so to get her butt to the doctors. She did. I went for my examination and they told me I had a respiratory infection and I probably had it since my infusion. I'm like, oh my God. Which was like in November. I'm like, oh my Lord. Because I just thought it was a sinus infection. So, anyways, this new medication is really kind of throwing her foot through a loop. So, hopefully, this is only her second one with this new one. Welcome back, Amy. Right. She'll be 14 in a couple months. She's the new kind of teenager, the kind that, hasn't learned that just because you're a teenager doesn't mean that, you're going to get away with whatever you think you're going to get away with. So, no, she does good though. She ain't nearly as bad as her mother was. She's an honor roll student. Thanks to her daddy, because, he's military man, well, ex-military, but he's real strict with school. And my daughter's one of those somewhat of a pushover mom. She kind of looks at it as my grandbaby being a miracle baby because, with DMS, yeah, she could have another child. They're not saying that she couldn't, but if she does, it could set her off into a flare up and she could end up in a wheelchair. Because, your body can't take that. It's not supposed to have stress. And if you have stress with MS, it causes flare ups, pain, and the growth of the lesions in your brain or on your brain. Thank you very much, Amy. This is the 2025 Small Victories Joy of Ashford calendar. My sister from another mister bought it for me for Christmas. So she already did January, and I'm trying to get January done because it's almost over with. I haven't done it yet. But Yep, she sent me that and the Small Victories book, which, you know, when I got this, yes, into us, but yep, it sure can. She got me this the same day, and when this book came out, I didn't care for it at all. I thought, yeah, there's no way. I'm in love with this book. I have colored a lot of pictures in here. Still got a lot more to go. um, they're all towards the front, but I colored those. There we go. Gotta let it focus. And then I started these. Just kind of fooling around, gel pens, and then I've done this one. So I forgot I done this. So good thing I'm doing it completely different. That is cool. Okay. Good deal. And then I did the little fish. And I was just farting around with this one. Figured I'd give the background a little bit of color, but I didn't want to do the full thing. So, but yeah, done the pencils. Did my little fishies. Yes, you can, Miss Amy. Yes, you can. So, yep, did the fishies. Done the mushroom. Let it focus. It's there. You go. Done the mushroom. I have to get off here in a little minute. You can hear my husband in there messing with my dog, and he's got a really bad sinus infection. His head's been bothering him really bad lately. So yes, Miss Amy, I would like that if you would do that. Even come up and color with me on here if you'd like. Yeah, got all kinds of whips and things going. Oh, thank you so much, Amy. That is very kind of you to say. We are, well, I can't say we because my channel's still real small. But there's no drama here. There's a little bit of cussing now every now and then. But you know, I figured we're all adults, we can handle it. And let's face it, I'm sure pretty much all of us have said shit, damn, and bitch before. So. If not, you will probably hear that here. I'm hoping it does not offend you because we would like to see you stay. And doggone it, I just went out of the line. I gotta color something besides brown. This brown is getting depressing. Alright, what do I want to do? Doggone. Alright, let's see. Let's do part of this because I don't know what I want to do those in. I almost am thinking maybe a blue. Maybe might even, yeah, probably a blue, but let's hold off because I'm still not sure. So let's do a purple, purplish. Start of the capsule. Okay. That's right. It's good for the ears. Great. Cleans those things right out. Absolutely. Now, what part do we want to do? Okay, let's do this one. I'm going to go in with the real light pink. Okay, we've been on an hour and 31 minutes. I could always go check and see how he's doing if he don't mind sitting there fighting with the dog. We have, I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I do, but still and all, just because I was thinking it, it doesn't mean I got to do it. But you'll get to know me. Every time I want something, I just go ahead and do it and don't think it through. So anyways, about 5 years ago or so, we lost our dog that we had, and he was like one of our kids, you know. He was the shits. Well, just recently, I have been wanting another dog. Now, mind you, we've been without a dog for the last 5 years. We have come into our own kind of life happening, do what you want, nothing to tie you down type of thing. Yep. And then what does good old Kim go and do? Good old Kim goes and says, hey, I want a dog. And here's one that's 4 months old. Supposed to be housebroken. Great trained. Blah, blah, blah. He is a lab in Chesapeake Bay. So, yes, I'm going to talk about myself in third party here for a minute. So, Kim gets this idea. Yeah, that sounds like Lita. 4 months old, housebroke, don't have to mess with it. Love labs. Let's get this dog. My husband's like, are you sure? Yep, I want a dog. Okay. So, December of last year, we go and pick up this 4-month-old puppy. Now, mind you, we bring him home. All I have for him is food, water bowls, and that's pretty much it because, I was told he was housebroken. That dog didn't know a door from Adam. We brought him in here, and he started pissing all over the house. Oh, my Lord. He is now 17 months. He's potty trained, but he's still a handful. Extremely active. Very loving, but extremely active. And yeah. What was I thinking? He just came in here, so in a minute you're going to hear him start whining or barking because I'm not paying any attention to him, and he craves attention because we are home with him 24/7. Let me go over this and then I'll read chat. Give me 1 second. So yeah, he's 90 pounds. He's huge. Thinks he's a lap dog. Yep. And in the mornings, he thinks I'm a jungle gym. He climbs up and he lays across my back. He lays across my belly. He lays across my head. Let's see. Lori, have you went on Pinterest and picked out a palette? Just type in color palettes on Pinterest, and they've got all these palettes that you can pick from and color your picture. Yes, they do. They become your best friends. It's amazing. Yeah, I said I would never have another one either. Yep. Yep. Yeah, see our other lab that had passed away, he was lab and German short hair. Oh, you could just look at that dog and he knew what you wanted. You didn't even have to say nothing. All you had to do is either point or just look at him, and he was doing what you said. Never once did he ever get into my trash or, he was just, I'm not comparing because I know I can't, because every dog is different. But Lordy B, he was just like the best dog. But, he also died when he was 12 going on 13. So, I could be not remembering his puppy years, but I'm pretty sure that dog never caused me any problems. This one, I will not leave him in my house unattended. Never, not once. Nope, not until he's so old he can't walk. Because if I do, I'm not saying he'd tear anything up, but I'm not saying he wouldn't. He would probably, one, eat my trash can because he can't seem to leave the kitchen trash can alone. nor the bathroom trash can. He friggin' loves to go in the bathroom trash can, which, there's nothing in there but maybe a tissue here and there from, like, blowing your nose or, something stupid. But anyways, he loves to take it out of the trash can and throw it on the floor. He doesn't eat it. He doesn't tear it up. He just takes it out of the trash can and throws it on the floor. So you will go in there and your trash will be all over the bathroom. Now the kitchen trash can, that he'll go in there and sniff through and see if he can find something that, he's not supposed to have. But see, Mom has gotten wise to him, so I already know. Right? It's, I don't know, I think it comes with age. Yep, now we got our other dog when he was 9 weeks old. Yep. But see, that's the whole thing. I didn't want to do the puppy thing. I didn't want to do the house training, and that I wanted him to already be house trained. That's why I got him. Oh my goodness, for the first month and a half, it took me, it took us, normally when I do puppies, it takes me a week at the most, and they're house trained. Never, ever have I went more than a week and them not be house trained. I was a little younger then too, but this one took me and my husband, I shit you not, a month and a half to potty train him. He would go on the floor. One of us would grab and run and show him the back door and show him to go out. The other one would start cleaning it up. Then we'd come back and help the other one clean it up. And then, like 20 minutes later, come in and he'd do it again. He was so uptight about not being, like, he's a routine dog. I've noticed that. He's definitely a routine dog. He was so uptight about not being with his brothers and sisters that he wasn't finishing his, like, when he went pee. He'd hurry up and go pee and then want to come back in the house. So, like, it seemed like every 20 minutes this damn dog was pissing. I was like, oh my God. He is very stubborn. So stubborn. Oh my goodness. He will look at you and you will have to stare him down to get him to do something. He is like, it's funnier than shit, but yet it's not. Now he's gotten to the point where if him and I do the stare thing, I give him what I call the stink eye when I'm staring at him. And when I do that, then he knows I'm serious. He better move. And he better do it quick. So him and I have an understanding now, but yeah. He's something else. He keeps us on our toes. But he also has like a serious routine. We'll get up in the morning and he goes with, we live on like out in the country. It's an old, like, there used to be like a tree mill here. The people that built the house, they had a tree or mill type of property, business type of thing. Anyways, So people, when they drive by here, it's kind of everywhere. Everybody does it. They dump their cats. The cats that they either can't take care of or don't want or whatever, they just dump them and take off. So we have got cats out in our barn that we didn't want, we didn't ask for, but we're not gonna let them starve or die or that kind of thing. So my husband goes out every day and feeds these barn cats and takes some water, and he has built them like little spots in the big barn, because we don't use the big barn, for them to bed down and stuff and stay warm. So our dog has gotten used to every day going for a walk with Dad to feed the cats, and then they go on a half a mile walk and then come back. If he does not do it within a certain amount of time in the mornings, this dog is like going, "What is your problem? Why are you not out there? Why are we not feeding the cats? And why are you not walking me? Your ass better get out there and get out there now." Oh, I'm using the wrong color. And he will make sure you are paying attention and get up and go. And then he comes back in and he gets playtime, and he knows it. And then he's supposed to, about 2 o'clock, he's supposed to just settle down, let me and Dad relax, do our thing, and, that be that. And then after dinner, he gets his playtime before bed, and to wear him out a little. And yeah. So yeah, he's if he doesn't get it because we don't feel good, he lets you know it. But he is so friggin' spoiled. If we have ice cream at night, sometimes we do. It's my fault. I went and bought him his own little tiny vanilla cups. Aw, all right, Amy. You have a good night, hon. Where's Lori gone? Okay, Lori, you have a good one, honey. Right. Okay. Have a good evening. We'll see you either later tonight or, sometimes we're on here kind of late. But yeah, so right now he's in there giving hubby a hard time. I can hear my husband going, "Don't bite." He's in there playing and he likes to, he doesn't bite, but he gets a little kick going and he'll nip you a little bit. And it hurts. I mean, he's a big dog. It's like a little shit. All right, well, that's how far we have gotten today. I really need to kind of go in there and give him a little bit of a break. He's had headaches for the last 2 days, and that's just kind of how we do things. I don't like to just leave him out there by himself. Everybody needs a break once in a while. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow. I probably won't be back on tonight. So probably tomorrow we will work on this again because I need to get this done before the end of January. All right, Amy, thank you so much for coming over. And maybe one of these days you can come on up and we'll color on stream together. And yeah, it'd be fun, I think. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Stay warm. Cuddle up in those blankets. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.